Hi guys, I hope all of you are safe, healthy, and you're all spending some great quality time with your family at home. It's been a long time that I've made a video, and that is because of certain personal reasons that I could not take out time to do so. But here I am, finally coming out with my next video. Today's video is going to be about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time, and I think it is something very important and it's the need of the hour, and therefore I am going to speak about this instead of a continuation of the Bollywood series. Before moving forward, I do not want people to try and connect dots or to read between the lines that I am speaking about myself personally or someone I closely know. Yes, I have been noticing and observing a lot of people around me, but I'm not going to speak particularly about someone. During this pandemic and during the whole COVID situation, a lot of people I have seen around me, my friends, my acquaintances, a few distant relatives, and a lot more people around my LinkedIn connections, etc. I've seen a lot of people lose their jobs due to the COVID situation. And it's not a very easy situation to go through. It is a very difficult situation to go through. It hits you right where it hurts the most, because losing a job impacts you financially, impacts you emotionally, impacts you spiritually, physically, mentally, in every way possible. No one had predicted that these times were going to come. No one had anticipated that 2020 is going to be a year where we're going to see a lot of people fall sick. We're going to see the spread of an epidemic. We're going to see markets crashing, and we're going to see companies downsizing. But it happened. I'm going to break this video down into two pieces. The first piece is going to be about how I would love for people who are maybe in great positions or decision makers, about how they need to be a bit sensitive while breaking this news to their employees, and how they should probably be a bit more empathetic to them while they are, bidding them farewell. And the second part of the video is going to be about how probably you can deal with this situation of losing a job. Try and make yourself feel good, and do not lose your self-confidence or do not go into the cycle of self-doubt. So let's begin. So like I said, the first part of the video, I'd like to speak about how probably employers should be sensitive about breaking this news to employees that they will have to bid farewell to the organization. A lot of companies have been doing some great work at this. A lot of companies, a lot of directors, VPs, CEOs are taking lots and lots of efforts to be very sensitive about this when they are breaking this news to their employees, letting them know very clearly that it is the pandemic, it is the impact that the pandemic has laid on the business due to which this decision had to be taken, and it had nothing to do with them, their caliber, their skills, their capabilities, and their performance. And I know that I have myself heard personally stories of people of HR department who had to break this news, and a lot of times they themselves got emotional while giving away this news to the employees, because they could understand the pain that they would go through once they hear about this, that too in such difficult times. But on the other hand, I am also aware of organizations that are not probably dealing with the situation in a very healthy manner, and I think that is an extremely unethical and wrong way to go about it. They are not maintaining the kind of transparency an employee would expect from their employer. So there are certain things that I feel, I'm not saying I'm a guru or I'm a person who knows everything about every industry or every sector and XYZ, but I'm just talking on a very basic humanitarian level. If you are asking an employee to leave your organization, at least be as honest as possible with them instead of finding ways and excuses to fire them. I know that certain organizations do not want to reveal the fact that they have been financially impacted by COVID, and they don't want people to know that they are probably making losses, or the organization is in some kind of financial danger. And to cover that up, they come up with various excuses to provide to their employees, stating that maybe your performance isn't well, or we feel that you are no more a cultural fit to our organization. We feel that you probably do not match the vibe or the environment of the organization. I've also heard people being fired on the pretext of that, oh, you're very ambitious. I mean, please, every person has a brain of their own. They can understand a situation really well if you are being honest and transparent with them. You don't need to find excuses and faults in the other person, because that way, yes, you probably might be protecting the image of your organization, that you're doing very well financially and that you're making great profits and that you're not going in losses, but technically you are impacting the other person extremely badly on a very, very mental and emotional level. This particular employee has worked for you, has worked for your organization, has worked for their benefit. They've given their days and nights to the organization. They have created an emotional connect with the organization. They have a certain level of trust on their managers, on their directors. They have certain level of expectations from the organization. They treat this organization as their second home. And for all that, they at least deserve an honest answer. They at least deserve not to be manipulated at the time of asking them to leave. The second thing I wanted to talk about was probably do not break this news suddenly over maybe a phone call or an email. Subtle hints or providing them certain amount of time to prepare themselves mentally for this particular situation, to face this particular situation, is very important. And breaking this news on something like an email it just feels extremely inhuman. There is no human connect, there is no human contact. At least the organization, the management of the organization can take some time to just speak to them on a video call, face to face, explain the situation to them really well, so that these people who are going to step out and start looking out for other jobs at least have a closure when it comes to losing an opportunity in the previous organization. The third point that I wanted to talk about, and of course it's a no-brainer, is of course provide them enough time. So either through a notice period of a month, 2 months, or at least giving them a severance pay of at least 2 months when they are leaving, because these people suddenly are out of job, but their life has still been going on. Their life hasn't stopped. They still have EMIs, they still have rents to pay, they still have their kids going to school. They still have a particular lifestyle that they're leading, and that hasn't stopped. So expecting them to leave their job overnight and not giving them enough time, not giving them enough compensation, or for that matter even just stating, oh, today was your last day and from tomorrow you don't need to come back to work, that is like the most, I feel personally, that's the most hurtful way of asking an employee to leave. It is extremely important that you put yourself in their shoes and speak to them in a way that you would like to be spoken to when your employer is asking you to